Does what's in your eye line ever affect anything you do, either as a punter or holder?
I mean, it's kind of funny, but I mean, every time I go on the field, I'm kind of looking at Liam's butt. Whether it's holding a PAT or punt, so that's really the only thing I'm looking at. As weird as it is.
Is it a good butt to look at?
He could work on it, maybe a couple more squats, but he's a great snapper.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Drew Chrisman having a bit of fun with reporters this week when asked about what he thinks as he enters the game to punt. Through 4 games this season, the Buckeyes' opponents have 0 punt return yards. The punter for the Football Fever team, Ben Buchanan, went one-on-one with the Buckeye punter. Thanks, guys. Joined by punter Drew Chrisman. Drew, love him. We give a little punter love on the show here, man. So thanks for joining us. Ohio State, Penn State, traditionally it comes down to special teams, defense. You look at the last couple years. What have you seen from a special team standpoint, and what do you feel going into this big game versus Penn State?
Yeah, like you said, the last couple of years have really come down to special teams, and we put a lot of emphasis on it this week, just like we do every week. But really making sure we're fine-tuning everything, not giving up any chance for a block or any whatsoever.
You look at Happy Valley. It's just a phenomenal atmosphere. You play in a great place in the Horseshoe every single Saturday. What are your expectations going into this game? Like you said, you haven't played there. You've heard stories of what Happy Valley's like. What do you expect this coming Saturday?
I expect a loud, crazy environment, and really I'm looking forward to it. I like the big games. I always feel like I perform better in the big games. So I'm looking forward to it.
And I think maybe the average football fan doesn't understand the true emphasis that Urban Meyer puts on special teams here. I mean, he calls it the most important play in football. Coach Tressel called it that before him. What do you appreciate most about Coach Meyer? I mean, a guy that's so dialed in on special teams.
Yeah, no, I think that was a huge emphasis in recruiting. Knowing that, he told me that in recruiting, punt is my baby. And I know that he was going to watch every single thing I do. I mean, even on the good punts, he'll critique me on something. I love it, honestly. I feel like I wouldn't be the punter I am today without him.
Buckeyes, spread right now.
Yeah, guys, you look at Drew Chrisman, just a great punter, obviously. About averaging 42 yards per punt right now, and I think what makes him so good is just his consistency. And then, great opportunities tonight to play in a white. I want to see how he performs in these adverse conditions, but. So far, Clay, off to a great start. He's a great punter here.
Talk about adverse conditions. By the way, how tough was it to do your job in here?
Well, did you see what just happened with those people?
That's what I mean.
Right there?
I'm talking about adverse
So imagine
conditions.
that with about 110,000 people in there. But a whiteout, that's why you come to play in the Big Ten. That's why you come to Ohio State. You get to play in these great atmospheres. The one thing I remember, it's just so loud. I mean, you hear about the volume, and they play. I guarantee you, they're turning up the music at practice all week. It's nothing like 110,000 screaming fans. Give them all day to drink around here. It's going to be one heck of an atmosphere in there tonight. I'm excited.
As we just found out.
I guess so.
Much more to come here. Let's go back to you.
Thank you very much, fellas. Obviously, the fans out there enjoying a few beers early.
Clay Hall, go get in front of Clay Hall.